Welcome back, everyone. Hey, this is it's been a while. This is welcome back to James Bond Bitcoin Live. What number is it? 00170? I think it's 00170. Hashtag broke. Yes. Seems like a lot of people who were supposed to have Bitcoins are really broke. Isn't that funny? I think it is. It's hilarious. Now, I'm not only talking about 50 Cent here, who's broke. I'm talking about also Craig Grant, who's broke. Trayvon James, who's broke. Apparently, Crypto Nick is also broke. A lot of people are broke. Why is that? I thought they were like a millionaire or billionaires. Turns out they're just broke. Brokeback Mountain. Anyways, let's go in the note section here. I'm going to read off the note section. I'll be talking about some things here today. Check it out. Check out the note section. There might be something of use. Let's see. What do I have? I have Bond Trading View. List of top 58 coins and tokens compared to Bitcoin percentage and all-time high. Flagged for shorts. I'll be going over that. It's been a while. I haven't done a video for a while because I've been enjoying riding my electric bike and off-road, on-road, back roads, at night, during the day, when it rains, in the cold. Unfortunately, there's no snow, so I might, for maybe next winter, I just might have to take my bike up north and ride in the snow just for fun. Who knows? Maybe by then I'll be van dwelling, or I'll have a van and I'll do a van conversion. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, I don't know about you, but I sold my Bitcoin at the top, and now I'm enjoying the great profits that Bitcoin has afforded me. Did you do all the same? I hope you did. Did you all buy at the bottom? Well, I'm not sure if we're at the bottom yet, but hopefully you bought at a lower price, and now you're enjoying the little pump that we're having here. At least the third, the fourth pump. I don't know. I'm losing count of how many lower highs there is. Anyways, next, this is what I'll be talking about today, if you haven't already figured that out. But rapper 50 Cent denies he is a Bitcoin millionaire at bankruptcy court. You know, I did talk about this when the first news came out. 50 Cent's owning 700 Bitcoins, and he's a big billionaire, and he didn't know it. And I thought that was kind of strange, because the way I remembered history was that, he did accept Bitcoin for his album, but at the same time, a few years after that, he filed for bankruptcy. And it's kind of hard to believe that during that bankruptcy process, that no mention of Bitcoin was mentioned. Just, I don't have any Bitcoin. What Bitcoin? And all of a sudden, there's a news article saying he's a billionaire. Well, I think he said he's a millionaire, but anyways, anybody who files for bankruptcy, how can you be a millionaire? Is that even possible? How do you become a millionaire and file for bankruptcy? I mean, like on a personal level, how do you file for personal bankruptcy and yet you can be a millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire? It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'll be talking about some other stuff that comes up. So y'all should get rich or die trying. Unfortunately, 50 Cent is Bitcoin broke. That's right, broke. And not only that, but 50 Cent and Craig Grant have something in common. They're both broke. Bitcoin broke. Brokeback Mountain. Anyways, I don't know who's if anybody's in the chat. I'm just reading off the notes right now, but go ahead, chat away. Uh, okay, so finally, I'm going to get to the 13th clue, to the 13th word of the 24-word mnemonic seed. Lehigh University. I think that's how you pronounce it, Lehigh. Or is it Lehigh? Is it Lehigh or is it Lehigh? If it's Lehigh, a funny word about that word Lehigh is lay is the present tense of getting laid, I would assume. It's also another meaning like, you know, you're going to have sex. But it also means a greeting of having or some kind of flower necklace going over your head. And when I was younger, when I graduated from high school, our high school had a trip to Hawaii, which is kind of common back in California. And so they had a trip to Hawaii. I went on that trip. And right before we were about to land, or I think it was right before we were about to land, you know, the guys were all excited about landing, and I was wondering why are they all excited? And the reply was, as soon as we land, we're gonna get laid. Well, I didn't quite understand that, but ironically, as soon as we landed, we did all get laid. Even the girls got laid. They put flowers all over our heads, the necklace flower over our heads, and that's basic. It's called a lay. And essentially, I guess you can say we all got laid as soon as we landed. So just a little, you know, thing that came up in my mind that we talked about this. Anyways, I don't know if it's Lehigh or Lehigh University. Faculty vote to pull Trump's honorary degree. So in that article, the clue for the 13th word of the 13th clue for the 13th word of the 24 mnemonic seed is in that article. See if you can figure that out. All right. I also have the link to the BIP 39 English text. So you can go over that article and see what words would be in the English text of the BIP 39 mnemonic seed and go through them all 2,000 and some odd combinations of words of the 24 mnemonic seed. And good luck to you on that. So, all right, next is Coinspectator, real-time cryptocurrency news aggregator. I'll be going over that, as well as CryptoPanic. There's a link for those two news aggregators. I use those quite a bit. That's where I really get my news. So I don't really watch any more YouTubers anymore because anything that comes out of their mouth is practically a lie. All right. If you are watching a cryptocurrency YouTube channel, anything that comes out of their mouth is essentially a lie. So I just get my news from the source itself instead of relying on any crypto channel. CryptoPanic is a news aggregator platform indicating impact on price and market for traders and cryptocurrency enthusiasts. We'll be going over that too. We'll see how we're all being socially engineered, because cryptocurrencies is not a company. Cryptocurrencies do not provide any product or any service. The only way we can move the price up or down is to socially engineer people to move the price up and down. Get rich or die trying. Broke. What a shame. All right, so next in the note section, I have, it's time to stop. It's time to stop with these hard forks or these fake forks or whatever forks and or these stupid little airdrops. I think, is it Bitcoin private supposed to be like going right now or something? I don't even care. Listen, if I predict, I'm going to make a prediction. I make a New Year's prediction, but so here's one of my New Year's prediction. All these forks will be worthless. All right, that's my prediction. All these forks will be worthless. So it's time to stop. It really is. It's time to stop. Concentrate on what's here right now. Bitcoin is here right now. It is the best thing that there is right now. Focus on that. All right, next in the notes sections, I have very useful websites. You might want to check them out if you're really interested in the cryptocurrency space. Maybe it'll give you an idea of what's really going on. Segwit Charts, Coin Codex, Livecoin Watch, CoinGecko, BitInfo Charts, Joho Mempool Statistics. I'll try to go over that, although for some reason it's not showing up on my browser. Maybe my browser is too old. Maybe my computer's too old. I'll be going over the mempool. I'll be going over the Bitcoin fees, and I'll be going over a Bitcoin chart analysis at the end of the live stream. You know, I have a smartphone, right? And for the longest time, I could not access the files from my smartphone via USB to my computer, which is what you're looking at now, because it's Windows XP, right? And it's on it's on a Toughbook, which is old. You know, I got this thing for like a couple $100, $300 or $200 or something, really cheap. I love old tech. You know why I love old tech, or low tech, or old tech, however you want to view it, because they're cheap and there's an abundance of them. And sometimes there's an abundance, sometimes there's not. So I have to actually move with the technology of outdated technology. When they get outdated and they're not, it's not viable for me, I have to move on. But anyways, I finally realized why, because my smartphone will not work with my computer. I have to use a current or an update, like, what are those, Windows 10, Windows 7? I think Windows 10 or something. That's one of them. I mean, I can always use an Apple. Or whatever. I don't use Apple too much. Anyways, so I plugged in my USB to my wife's computer, which she has a pretty recent computer, and then actually I could see all the files on my smartphone. So I'm like, wow, okay. Maybe I should start using my smartphone to do my videos, so I could get 1080p videos, and maybe get some better quality videos for you, because I want to do better bike videos, rad power bike videos. I've been doing some experiments. I've been doing some hacking, my life hacks. I got a video coming out where I attach a headphone and a mic on my helmet, my bike helmet, and I put an extra sponge. I use a sponge to cover the mic to reduce a lot of the wind noise. So I'm going to be doing a ride-along bike vlogs, all right? And I'm going to improve my video techniques here, and hopefully you'll enjoy them. That's something to look out for. Anyways, Joho Mempool Statistics, man, I'll try. Hopefully my browser will show it, but I can't guarantee anything. I'm literally being what do you call it? Pushed out. The technology is pushing me to upgrade and learn new technology. Salom.io, check that out. Transaction Accelerator, which I don't think you need. I did do several transactions. I think I used 30 Satoshis, and another time 50 Satoshis, because that was just the normal at the time. And when you're doing transactions and you're involved in trades and everything, you wanna get to the next block. And so 50 to 30 Satoshis per byte will definitely get you in the next block. But I suspect I could have been a little bit lower, but I didn't want to get caught up. And then finally, Bitcoin Cash hash rate, historical chart 6 months. If you want to compare the two chains of Bitcoin, well, the one chain, the one fork of Bitcoin versus the original chain of Bitcoin, and compare the hash rate between the two. That should be really revealing on which chain's going to survive. And then next in the notes section, I have collecting your free Bitcoin Gold. Like I said, Brian notified me and let me know that there's something called Bitcoin Atom, 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 like the molecule, atom, the periodic chart atom. So there's a fork of that. If you use the same technique, I'm sure you can fork your Bitcoin Atom. And so far, all the forks that I've gone through or been able to get, I don't even know what to do with them. All right, there's nowhere for me to go. Nobody wants to buy them. I guess you can wait for Shapeshift or something, or you can go on an exchange if you are feeling risky. I don't do any of those, so they're just sitting in my Coinami wallet. I made a video on how to split your Bitcoin Gold. Use the same technique to split any other your coins on Coinami wallet if it's available. So there's a video in there. And then I also have the mnemonic code converter that Coinami uses. It also generates, by the way, your wallet as well. So you could come up with whatever 3 words, 6, 9, 12, 15, all the way up to 24 words. I recommend 24-word mnemonic seeds, but totally up to you. Then I have a link to Bitcoin Gold. All right, so next in the notes section, I have BitConnect promoter Craig Grant. This is from last live stream. BitConnect promoter Craig Grant allegedly has 309 Bitcoins in a Gemini wallet. But apparently, Craig Grant is broke, just like 50 Cent is broke. They're trying to get rich or die trying. It seems like now 50 Cent and Craig Grant have something in common. They're both Bitcoin broke. They don't really have any Bitcoins. They never did. It's kind of weird how the truth comes out. People you expect to have a lot of money, or at least a lot of Bitcoin, they don't have any money. Where's my money? Where's the money? Where's the money, Craig Grant? Where's the money? Anyways, so there's that. And then class action complaint BitConnect, where Craig Grant is named in that class action lawsuit. So is Trayvon James, also known as Trayvon Brown, Crypto Nick, Ryan Hindreth. What else is BitConnect hit with second lawsuit over Ponzi allegation? I have a news article on that along with the actual complaint itself. And then U.S. court freezes BitConnect assets as lawsuits mount. There's another news article with the actual complaint. And then I have a special. James Bond Bitcoin Live 00117. 117. No, wait a minute. Bitcoin Live 17. Sorry about that. Bitcoin Live 17, my 17th episode of James Bond Bitcoin Live. I mean, it's pretty obvious back then that it was a Ponzi, a scam. Ozzy the BS Filter has there's a video where I interview 3 BitConnect users. Ozzy the BS Filter, or what I like to call him, Vinny, the bullshitter. He also made a special appearance. I think to this date, he still can't figure out if BitConnect is still a scam, even though it's collapsed. He can't prove that BitConnect is a scam. He's still scratching his bald head on whether BitConnect is a scam. So I interviewed 3 BitConnect users. It's very entertaining. We'll go ahead and watch it. All right, and the video theme for this video: Get Rich or Die Trying. Movie clip. Where's the money? Where's the money, 50 Cent? Where's the money, Craig Grant? They're broke. They're Bitcoin broke. But they should get rich or die trying. Most likely they're going to be dying, if you ask me. Most people die trying if you do it the way 50 Cent tried to do it in that movie. And most scammers, in my opinion, will die trying. All right, in my opinion. All right, getting rich can be dangerous, especially if you're in the business of scamming people to get rich, because there's a good chance you're gonna die trying. Just to let you know. Where's the money? Anyways, next is hashtag yes2x142. 142 memes, actually more than 142 memes about hashtag yes2x. Where is my yes2x? It never came, never came. Just like a lot of empty promises in this cryptocurrency space, a lot of things will never come. You may believe as much as you want. You may hope. Keep holding onto that token. Pray. Get down on your hands and knees and pray that something will come out of this. Most likely it won't. All right. So that's the link to that. And then I have a link to Pot of Gold. Please donate to the Bitcoin Pot of Gold. I also have the donational address in the notes section. It is a SegWit address. Feel free to donate. So I don't know if anybody's even in the live chat. Looks like we got a few. We got a few live ones here. Let's check you guys out here. Let's see, is it this one? Yeah, here we go. Let's refresh it. Let's see who's all here today. All 2 of you or 3 of you. I don't know how many people are in the live chat now. It's all 4 of us. All right. I know it's been a while. B Slice, what's up? Bankruptcy court broke. Lots of laughs. Monero. Yeah, he should have gotten some Monero, huh? Q Burrow, what's up? How you doing? Patrick, good to see you. I refuse. How's the Betamax video machine? Atom Meister. You talking about Bitcoin Atom? No, not quite. Well, thank you for everyone for joining the live chat. Appreciate it. I'm glad to see you guys still around. Hopefully you're all enjoying my rad power bike video. I got a lot of videos. I got one where I have kind of like a little chest mount where I do a ride along. You get to see how I'm riding. I'm having fun with that bike. I'm having more fun with my bike than watching all these idiots on YouTube try to explain to all their subscribers why the cryptocurrency space is collapsing. It's very simple. These cryptocurrencies are not a company. They do not produce any product. They do not produce any service. All right? You are literally putting your faith, your belief into these projects. That's all you're doing. Nothing more, nothing less. It is nothing but faith. And the more faith and time you put into it, all right, the more of a gamble it is. All right? You've literally got to choose the best project out there. And I'm telling you right now, it's Bitcoin. I'm just telling you. But, you know, you don't have to listen to me. You can learn the hard way. Hell, everybody loves learning the hard way, right? Everybody likes to have their money stolen from them. Everybody likes to get beaten up. Everybody likes to get shot at and killed at before they learn. Seems that way if you look at history. If you look at history, that's the way it is. K Archie, hey, what's up? How you doing? Anyways, thank you for all being here. So we can all get rich or die trying. There's probably a 99% chance you're going to die trying. But there's that 1% person, that one person who will get rich out of the 100 people that will die trying to get rich. So get rich or die trying. 50 Cent. I'm telling you, he's broke. He's broke. He filed for bankruptcy. He filed for personal bankruptcy. Anybody who files for personal bankruptcy is broke. All right. Craig Grant, unfortunately, can't file for bankruptcy because he probably already did. So you can't file for bankruptcy again. And on top of that, he really never really had any money to begin with. That's why he lives in Florida in that crap house. I don't know if he's doing bouncy houses. He probably is. He's probably back to doing bouncy houses. Anyways, that's what 50 Cent and Craig Grant have in common. They share that bond. They're broke. Bitcoin broke. Like the Brokeback Mountain. Anyways, let's go on to the next thing here. Oh, so bright. All right, so here... Oh, goodness. Why does it do this? It's slowing me down. All right, so here is the 13th clue to the 13th word of the 24-word mnemonic seed. I don't know if it's Lehigh or Lehigh. I believe, is it Lehigh? Lehigh University faculty vote to pull Trump's honorary degree. So in this article here is the clue to the 24-word mnemonic seed. Good luck to you. I don't think Donald Trump needs a degree from Lehigh University. I think he knows how to screw people over really well. So if anything, Lehigh University probably needs a degree from Donald Trump on how to screw people over. So if anything, it's the other way around on this. So there you go. There's a clue. Have fun. And let's see here. Let me close that out. It's probably eating up a lot of my memory. All right. So okay. So let's go over the news section here. I got 3 more news. I'm gonna go. This is CryptoPanic. This is the news aggregator. Well, let's check it out. All right. Let's see here. You know, I'm not missing much, right? Because you could see the collapsing happening. I mean, this is why I'm not like making videos every day about cryptocurrencies. There's nothing to talk about. You know, what's seeing a death, seeing a person die is not fun. So seeing this cryptocurrency space and the community of people die is not fun. All right, but it is part of reality. I hope you all learned something. If you're new, if you're interested in cryptocurrency, you probably want to stay away for a couple years before you get into it. So let's have a look. Here's interesting. U.S. Justice Department eyes comprehensive strategy for cryptocurrency. Well, look at that. I think that should scare enough libertarians back into the closet where they came from. U.S. Justice Department eyes comprehensive strategy for cryptocurrency. Interesting. Let's read the first paragraph here. As cryptocurrencies continue to gain favor among users, more government around the world will undoubtedly look to providing some type of input on how the market evolves. He indicated that the DOJ, which is the Department of Justice, if you don't know, will spearhead the program, which will naturally be directed at training federal officials on the fundamentals of cryptocurrencies and how they work. You know, I think the federal officials probably have a pretty good idea. You know, you've seen the hearings from not so recent. It was pretty recent with the CFTC and the SEC. I think they're pretty knowledgeable somewhat, although hold on for dear life, HODL. I think they missed that. Somebody somebody misinformed them on that. You know, HODL does not mean hold on for dear life. HODL was a misspelling by a drunken Bitcoin Talk forum user who couldn't spell hold because the market was crashing from, what was it? Was it from 300 to like $10, or was it from $10 to $3? I'm not sure which crash it was, but it was one of those. Anyways, that's interesting. So if you're wondering why the crypto market's crashing, it's because all the so-called scammers out there, they're all like cockroaches. The lights have been turned on, and they're like scrambling to hide and back into the dark crevices from which they came from. And also the libertarians are also going back into the closet. Let me see here. What's another one here? Oh, Beijing. If I was Chinese, I'd be like Beijing or Peking. Beijing reportedly plans further crackdown on Bitcoin cryptocurrency to stamp out speculation. They want to stamp out speculation, like how they, you know how China stamped out all the people who weren't for Mao. You know how they stamped them out? They put them into forced labor camps until they died, or they just simply killed them. Matter of fact, do you know how the Chinese reform people? Does anybody know how the Chinese reform people to behave in the way they want to behave? They put you to work. The Chinese believe that work is the best way to reform an individual. So they take you and put you into a cell, and they give you a quota of how many what comes out of China these days. What did I buy from China? I bought a mirror. I think I bought a mirror, a rear view mirror. So how many rear view mirrors can you make in a day? And it's usually more than any person can possibly make. And then that quota is carried over to the next day. And if that person can't meet that quota, that's carried over to the next day and to the next day until that quota is met. But essentially, it never gets met because they end up dying. And if they ever do meet the quota, they probably have been reformed by that time, never to be a problem ever again. So let's have a look at how are they going to do this. Some WeChat blockchain groups are being closed down. So they're closing down WeChat groups. Okay. That's how it usually was. You know, they would having meetings and discussions against the Communist Party. They closed that down. They would arrest you, put you into forced labor until you basically died, or you were basically reformed. You would just kiss butt, and you would think the Mao Zedong was like the greatest thing on earth. Let's have a look here. What else? What else are they doing? While rumors are flying about further policy tightening that could make China the most hostile ground for anything cryptocurrency related, at least one 3 a.m. sleepless web chat group, a widely recognized brand name for these types of online chat groups, focused on discussions of blockchain and cryptocurrency, was voluntarily closed down last night around midnight. Okay, well, good for the Chinese. Good for the Chinese. It's good to know that, the Chinese are on top of things. Good to know. Subpoenas signal SEC crackdown on initial coin offering. My goodness. I don't know about you, but these news feeds don't sound so positive, even though the price is up. I don't know what the price is right now. I'm going to have to check it out. Hey, how you doing, Brian? How you doing, everyone? Good to see you. Let's have a look. What else? U.S. commodities regulator allows its employees to trade cryptocurrencies. I've heard about that, but they won't let you trade the futures, but they'll let you trade cryptocurrencies. These are the reasons why Bill Gates is wrong about cryptocurrency. You know, everyone's all irate because Bill Gates speaks his mind. He thinks cryptocurrencies has killed more people directly because you can use cryptocurrencies to buy fentanyl and people have overdosed. And he just said that in a Ask Me Anything. And now all of the crypto community space has come out with their pitchforks and what else? What else do they come out with? I don't know. But they're coming out with their pitchforks and sickles. I know there's some cryptocurrency people who are all communist. They come out with their pitchforks and sickles and whatever and trying to basically flame what's his name? Bill Gates. What a joke, man. This is how you know when this crypto community is starting to collapse onto itself. It's sad to see, but when Bitcoin price collapses and all the other crap coins out there collapse, typically the community follows right after. So watch out for the community. Look how everyone blames each other or blames some external force for their problems. What other interesting thing is going on here? I also heard Steve Wozniak got scammed. So if Steve Wozniak got scammed, could you imagine all the other people that got scammed? And you're wondering why the price of Bitcoin and all these other cryptocurrencies are going down. I mean, let alone that BitConnect scammed millions of people out of millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. And all these other YouTubers who also basically scam their subscribers and a lot of innocent people. Why would the price of all these cryptocurrency coins, why would they go down? Oh, maybe because people don't like getting scammed. Maybe people don't like getting lied to. Maybe people don't like, being deceived. Maybe. That's my guess, but I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I mean, I'm sure people love being lied to and love being deceived and love losing money. Did you all lose money? I'm sure somebody did. Somebody had to lose money because one person walked away with it all. Let me see here. The number of Bitcoin transactions using SegWit doubled in 2 days. Here's why that matters. Well, it could triple. It could 10 times. The price will still go down, people, in my opinion. Okay, that's just my opinion. Anyways, this is crypto. This is Coinspectator. Let's go to CryptoPanic. Let's see what's going on there. I wonder how everyone's Genesis mining contract is doing these days. Torches, yes, that's right. Torches and pitchforks. Brian, that's right. Torches and pitchforks. I was thinking fire and pitchforks, but no, that didn't sound right either. Torches and pitchforks. Yeah, everybody's all coming out. Like anybody who has any constructive criticism against this, cryptocurrency space or any coin or just in general about this whole space, everyone comes out with torches and pitchforks and everything. And in the end, you know what that looks like? That looks like a bunch of crybabies whining about, how things aren't going their way. That's what it really looks like. It's kind of sad when you see that, but I saw it last time too when the price is going down. That's another sign I look for. Are people like anybody who comes out with like a different opinion about this cryptocurrency space all of a sudden gets bashed? That's when you know the market is definitely going to go down. And here's another thing about the market. The market is always right. The market is never wrong. And there's people who think that they can beat the market. Well, they end up getting beaten themselves. All right. Could you imagine if you were the market and somebody wants to come out and beat you? Well, you can't have that, right? So the market will beat you down first before you get a chance to beat the market. And if there's people who claim that they could beat the market, well, they're beating the market like maybe right now, but over time, the market will beat them down. And it usually does all the time, 100% without fail. So good luck to all those people who think they can beat the market. Hey, how you doing? I forgot your name. Kyle? Oh, it's yeah, Kyle. How you doing, Kyle? Market rules all except me. I don't know, Kyle. I think you're still subject to the market, but I'm sure you don't try to beat the market. If you don't, try not to beat the market. Let the market be your friend. The market being your friend is the best thing that can happen, because once you're friends with the market, man, life is great. Life is great. But if you try to beat the market, man, that market's going to eventually beat you down to the ground and take all your money, because the market does one thing really well. It takes money from the many and gives it to the few. All right? It takes money from those who are stupid, which there are a lot of stupid people, and gives money to the people who are in the know, who know how the game is played. And that's how life works in a lot of ways. And the market is nothing more than a reflection of what I believe is somewhat reality. All right, let's see what's going on. Monero's new hard fork, Monero V, has the community split. Yeah, I would assume so. Let me see. Japan, Korea. Oh, here. Let me click on it so you can see it. That's about Monero. Let me see. Monero XMR has seen a dip almost consistently since the past week, mostly because of the bearish nature of the current market. Monero has a market cap of 4.79 billion, which is private, secure, and completely untraceable. Based on crypto note protocol, it had fallen down to as low as $265 after reaching 300. I remember when Monero was like $3 when I first heard of Monero. So I don't know if it's down per se, but okay. All right, how about this? Japan, Korea Ripple test is a success. Banks pushing to use Ripple. Well, oh my goodness, I should just sell all my Bitcoin and just dump all my money into Ripple with this news. Let's see what other things are going on here. Anything interesting? Anything funny? What is this nonsense here? Germany just made all cryptocurrencies legal and without paying tax. This is coming from Our Cryptocurrency. Looks like a CoinDesk article. Whatever. I mean, we're so desperate. People are so desperate for any good news. I mean, the Circle buying Poloniex pushed, I believe, was somewhat help the market price be pushed up to almost 10, almost 11,000. When I heard that news, I mean, that rumor was already kind of going around. But when you hear, companies buying out other companies, that's usually not a good sign. That's a sign of consolidation. That's a sign that the market is shrinking, and Poloniex needed a bailout. All right, Poloniex needed somebody to buy them out, right? Because if you're a company and you're making money, why would you want somebody to buy your company from you when your company is making money? unless you needed a bailout. And there was some value that Circle somewhat saw, which I think Circle, Goldman Sachs has invested in Circle, I believe. So in some ways, Goldman Sachs may have some fingers into Poloniex. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, these aren't bullish signs, people. These are not bullish signs. Oh goodness. I'm just looking for something interesting to read. I think most of this is just garbage, what I'm reading. I mean, I'll show you an example. Look at this. Look, Rabano Bank may launch a cryptocurrency wallet service tied to bank accounts. Rababit. This news is junk that's coming out, people. Junk. I hope you're not all falling for it. Oh goodness. Anyways, I hope you all like my new mic and headset that I got. My other one, I basically hacked a headphone headset mic on my bike helmet. So in the future, I'll be making a ride-along video. And I'm trying to figure out how to do things live as well. I'm also considering getting a gimbal. I've got some other stuff that's going to help me make better videos. I'm doing bike riding videos, and I'm doing commentary. I did several hacks. First of all, I put my old headset and mic, and I Velcroed it onto my helmet, and I did some tests. You'll see the video come out. I also let's refresh here if I need to. I also put a sponge. I bought a sponge like $1, and I cut it and made a bigger like mic cover and put it over the smaller mic cover, and hopefully that reduced a lot of the wind noise. I was getting quite a bit of wind noise. So you'll be hearing my commentary while I ride my bike, and you'll see all the nice places I go to and how much fun I have. I'll talk about Bitcoin too in that way. I'll just talk about anything. I'll talk about anything and everything that comes into my mind as I ride my bike. So there you go. Hey Carlos, how you doing? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Oh, looks like Kyle's still in here. Everyone's still in here. Awesome. Good to see you guys. All right, so let's go on here. Okay, pot of gold, Bitcoin pot of gold here. QR code on the left side is the QR code for the donational address. Please take your Bitcoin wallet and scan this and donate all your Bitcoins to me. I mean, not to me, I'm sorry, to the Bitcoin pot of gold. That's not coming to me, but somebody will win eventually. One person will win. Just like this cryptocurrency space, everybody give up your money so one person may live a great life. QR code on the right side is the encrypted private key. Go ahead and scan that. If you're good at cracking passwords, go ahead and scan that and try to figure out the password, and all those Bitcoins are yours. I think there's like $160 worth of Bitcoin. Somebody has made a very generous $15 donation. Some people made a $1 donation, 8 cents, 7 cents. It doesn't matter. You're not going to win. I'm just kidding. Somebody will win. It'll be someone anonymous. But it won't be me. Maybe. Not sure. Anyways, the QR code on the bottom here is a link to Yellow Fever for You. He's the one that gave me this idea. Thank you, Yellow Fever for You. Appreciate it. All right, so let's take a look here. There you go, Bitcoin pot of gold. Enjoy it. All right, so here's the news article. Here's one of many news articles. Rapper 50 Cent denies he is a Bitcoin millionaire at bankruptcy court. So when the news came out, my memory, if my memory serves me correct, he did accept Bitcoin. Now, at the time, I didn't know if he was just cashing out or if he actually had any Bitcoin. But I also remember a few years after that, album came out and when he was accepting Bitcoin, a few years after that, he filed for personal bankruptcy. Now, it doesn't mean he has no money. It just means for whatever reason, he decided that it would be in his best interest to file for bankruptcy. So when you file for bankruptcy, I mean, you kind of have to disclose all the money that you have, and you keep some or most of your assets, and you're protected from basically collectors, people who are expecting to get paid on whatever they were expecting to get paid on. So one of the things you had to do was claim how much money you really had. What is your real net worth? And it was hard for me to believe that 50 Cent forgot that he had 700 Bitcoins when that news article came out, how he's a millionaire, and he forgot about his Bitcoin because he went through a bankruptcy, personal bankruptcy. So the two things didn't match, which was kind of weird. Now the truth comes out. It just goes to show the utter ridiculous nonsense, right? Fake news that comes out of this space. Like, we are literally grasping for any positive news to make the price go up, because Bitcoin's not a company. Cryptocurrencies are not a company. These coins, they offer no product, no service. The only thing that moves the price up is to get you, the sucker, who is socially engineered, to buy these coins. All right, so that's enough about that. So 50 Cent, man, broke. He's Bitcoin broke, just like Craig Grant. Anyways, let's see what you're all saying in the live chat here. Mark Anthony, welcome to the live chat. Mark Anthony says, "Hey James, I got my hardware wallet in the mail today, so I know you are happy to know I now own my own Bitcoin and not the exchanges." Lots of laughs. Well, I'm glad you got something. I'm glad you got something. I also want to let you know you could have owned your private keys without getting a hardware wallet. You could have done that right now for free without it. I don't own a hardware wallet. The only hardware wallet I have is my brain, or the actual computer that holds my private keys. That's my hardware wallet. My security is usually my gun or my knife, maybe my bare hands. I also bought some pepper spray at Harbor Freight. I'm going to do a review on that. So, when it's a little bit, when the weather is a little bit better, I'm going to do a review on a pepper spray that I got at Harbor Freight. It's like $5. I don't expect anything great out of it. It's just something I wanted to kind of play around with. It could be useful. If anything, if I had a choice between pepper spray or pulling out my gun, I'd probably pull out my gun. But there may be some instances where I may, where less than lethal situations are needed. So that's why I got the pepper spray, just playing around with it. Well, Mark, it doesn't matter as long as you own the private keys. If you own the private keys, that's what matters. That's what matters the most. Now, the only thing you have to worry about is your personal safety and other security measures. Don't have your private key all in one place. Remember your backup. Don't have your backups all in one place. I learned a lot when Hurricane Harvey came through Houston, and Houston was flooding. Although I didn't get any flood whatsoever, a lot of rain, but it really opened my eyes to how vulnerable I am, because all my computers, all my private keys were in my house. And so now I have private keys all over the place, hidden all over the place, even on the internet, in my videos, all over the place. And so if I ever need to do anything, or anything happens to the actual hardware or anything else, and not only that, I do. This is where you have to trust someone. Usually, it's your loved one, like your wife, your mom, your dad, or something. You probably want to have them know some idea of how things work, and just in case you actually die, then your coins can be passed on to someone else, right? So, you know, put it in your will, whatever. You know, let somebody else know who you trust. I know Kyle has a really good plan. So you know he's talked about it in our live stream before. Blockmax, how you doing? Wow, Bitcoin fell to 7,500. I'm gonna buy the dip. Did Bitcoin fall? I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to let's see. Let's go over the bond trading view, and then I'll go over the mempool if I can, the fees, and then we'll do a chart analysis. I'll try to keep this short because tomorrow I want to wake up and ride my bike. All right, so let's see here. What are we going to get rid of first? Let's get rid of this news article. Let's see here. Mempool. Now, I don't know why it's not working. Hopefully it is working. It must be my browser. I'm going to have to look at my smartphone real quick. I don't know why it's not showing, but let me go on my smartphone. Let's take a look at the mempool. It should be practically empty. You should be able to do transactions for like, you know, 5 Satoshis per byte. Let me go into trade block. Yeah, looks like it spiked up recently. So it has recently spiked up to 25,000 transactions in the mempool, and it's 20 to 30 Satoshis per byte. So that's the highest right there. Yeah, look at that. You can see the recent mempool here. It says here recent mempool. So it's looks like it spiked up, but it's coming back down. People are still paying 20 to 30 Satoshis per byte, but I have a sneaky suspicion that you could probably still pay a very lower fee than that to get into the block here. And so I don't know what the recent cause is for the spike. Who knows? Who knows? So, all right. So let's have a look at so I told you what the fees are. So now let's do, oh yeah, let's do on-chain FX. Let's do the bond trading view. Let's get rid of this one right here. There we go. All right, this is the bond trading view. This view created by James Bond Bitcoin Live, list of top 55 coins and tokens compared to Bitcoin percentage, and all-time high flagged for shorts. Now, usually I would have some flagged for shorts right here in this area, but I'm just going to show you how I come up with the shorts. All right, that should make it real easy for you. I go down here to percentage down from all-time high, click on that, and whatever the highest percentage down from all-time high is, that's a coin you should short right now. You should sell and dump and get more Bitcoin. It's really that simple. I'll go over the top 5. Some reason Digix DAO is like making pretty close to all-time highs. So, you know, this is typically, obviously this is a pump and dump. All the other coins are downtrending. Digix DAO makes an all-time high. Makes no sense, right? Wow, this coin must, you know, beat the market. No, people are just pumping it, and anybody who participated will now get a market bashing. Ethereum Classic, Another coin you should be selling and dumping to get more Bitcoin right now. And then OMC goes number 3 spot. Another coin you should all be shorting, dumping, selling, exiting out of to get more Bitcoin. And then NEO. NEO's always like not making all-time highs or anything, but they're always in that top 5%. I've always seen them. I don't know why people still hold on to this thing. It's a ticking time bomb. Dump it. Get rid of it. Go get yourself some real coin like Bitcoin. I don't know what this R chain is. No idea. But whatever it is, dump it. Get rid of it. Get yourself some Bitcoin, all right? Trust me, 10 years later when Bitcoin goes to $40.5 million per one coin, you're going to thank me. But unfortunately, you probably won't do it because you're too greedy, and for whatever reason, you have very short-term thinking. All right, so that's the bond trading view. Go ahead and check it out. It's in the notes section. So now I'm going to do, there we go. Let's do a chart analysis. Let's take a look at the markets really quick. I'll wrap this up. I love talking to you guys. You're fun. Let's get back here to the live stream here. We're all saying now. I gotta refresh it. All right, just refreshing. Let's take a look here. Kyle, you said personal safety is the most important. I would say so. So go get yourself some pepper spray or gun, a knife. Do something. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of, of others. That's what I have to say. Keep an eye out. You're going to make me end up buying one of those bikes this summer. I hope so. I think they're awesome. If you're working, is it a good commuting bike? Kinda. Depends where you live. I don't think it's a good commuting bike for Houston because it's just too humid and too hot in the summer. At least 6 to 8 months out of the year. I don't work anymore, nor do I want to work ever. And so I spend my time, more or less just having fun on the bike. I ride around for fun and exercise, and I use it for transportation too. I'm surprised that most of what I need in my life right now, whether it's going out to the store, whether it's going out to eat, whether it's whatever, buying clothes, is literally everything is within at least 7-mile radius from where I am. And so literally I don't really need my car unless I'm using something heavy. So but I hope you do get a bike. I hope you make enough money with your coins and you get a bike. 10,380 on GDAX. Seems like it's going down from, I mean, wasn't it almost like 11,000? And now it's going down. The mempool is awesomely low. I was even able to send some dust to the pot of gold just now. Oh, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. I hope you'll become the winner if you can figure out the code. Thank you very much, Kyle. Appreciate it. Your support is greatly appreciated. Maybe all that pot of gold go up to millions of dollars. I'll buy everybody an electronic bike. Chucky, how you doing? Good to see you. Mark Annie says, I live in Vancouver, so not bad with heat. Yeah, but you got to deal with the cold. Although, you know, I do want to do like I do want to take my rad power bike in the snow. So maybe this winter I'm kind of contemplating. Maybe I'll do both. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking either go to Belize during the winter or go up north and take my bike and bike out on the snow. Maybe not Canada. Maybe I won't go as far as Canada, but maybe just up north where there's some snow. And I don't know. Maybe I'll have a van by then. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'll have to see who's going to watch the kids. I don't want to bring the kids. I actually want to be by myself and enjoy it. So, Brad Taylor, welcome to the live chat. What did you do for work? When did you quit? Okay, so when I did work, I was in the recycling business. I recycled a very basic commodity like paper, plastic, to some degree metals, and also electronics. And I didn't really quit. I was laid off eventually. Originally, I was in the building material business back when I was in California, when the housing boom was beginning, and I made money selling building materials. And then I saw a lot of people get in over their heads, buying, you know, $500,000 homes, doing basically a California remodel, which they basically tear down most of the house except for a few walls, and then they're building like two-story, like, you know, homes that, if you look around the neighborhood, they're all 50-year-old homes, single story. This is a brand new, pretty much a brand new built home, two-story, stucco and Spanish tile, all this extravagant, and they're asking for like $2 million. All the houses are like one story, and they're like, you know, only going for like $500,000 to maybe $600,000. That when I saw that, I knew the housing market was going to crash. So I eventually left that market, came to Houston, got a job selling building materials. Eventually got laid off from there. Then I sold some electricity, commercial door to door. And then I finally got into the recycling business, and then finally got laid off. That's when the housing crisis started happening, and the financial crisis started happening. And since then, I was on unemployment. So, and then after that, I started making YouTube videos, and I decided never to go back to work since then. And I found Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been really the biggest life changer for me since then. All right. And so now my whole view on money, my whole view on the financial system, my whole view on how markets really work, and how you can get sucked up into the hype, because housing was a hype. Housing was oversold, way oversold. I also lived through, when I was younger, I lived through the dot-com bubble, as well as the financial crisis in Asia as well. So I saw all these problems, and now I'm starting to realize it. I'm really starting to get a better understanding, because I've experienced them, and now I understand a lot better because of my Bitcoin use. And so I'm not like a chart analysis type of, because I don't trade Bitcoin anymore on the exchanges. But however, I do understand what's going on in the peer-to-peer markets, and I think peer-to-peer markets tells me a lot more information than any chart analysis. So whenever I have people coming to me and wanting Bitcoin, I know that something's going on. There's a demand. And ironically, when the price was up, it's weird. The price has, every time the price goes up, people want to buy Bitcoins. When the price starts crashing, nobody wants to buy Bitcoin. In reality, right? In reality, if you're logical, people would be buying Bitcoin when the price is down, and then they would be selling Bitcoin when the price is up. But that's not what happens. What happens is when the price goes up, that's when people start buying Bitcoin. And then when the price goes down, nobody wants to buy Bitcoin. Let me see. Mighty Achilles 1, welcome to the chat. You say, oh, Belize is really nice. Yeah, you know, I'd prefer to go to Belize because I don't speak Spanish, and Belize is an English-speaking country. Their official language is English. And also, it's next to Guatemala and very close to Cancun. So I know those are places that I can enjoy myself. Also, there are also, I think there's Mayan temples. So Belize has a little, it's very interesting, Belize, the country. But they also have Mayan temples over there as well. So I like to go see the Mayan temples. It's always been a fantasy of mine to go see the ruins. It kind of it's a foreshadowing of what could happen to civilization when things are poorly managed. Mark Anthony, you say, what do you do mainly in the peer-to-peer? Well, I simply just trade Bitcoin. That's all I do. I am a peer-to-peer Bitcoin trader. And Mark Anthony said, like, if I wanted to buy from you, you'd sell to me, etc. Yeah. I also buy. I'll buy depending on the price. I'm not buying now because my opinion is the market is going to go down further. So why would I want to buy at a higher price when I know the market's going to go down lower? I would want to buy at a lower price. That's just me, and I'm not one of those. When I do buy, I buy in large bulks, and so I like $100. I'm not going to buy like $100 at a time. I don't have an exchange account. I don't buy from Coinbase. I don't do that. I usually just buy in bulk because for me that's easier that way. I buy in large blocks. All right, so let's go to the chart analysis now. $10,421.99. Wow. Wow, look at that. You know, that looks like the price is going down, but on the weekly, it is struggling between these two averages. It does look like that. Between these two averages, it is struggling. It's bouncing in between. So let's go on to the hourly. Let's have a look. What is going on with the hourly? Well, it looks, I don't know. If the price goes down, then it's going to make a lower low right here. If it keeps making these lower highs, I'm sorry. If it keeps making these lower highs, that's not a good sign. Okay, that's not a good sign at all. That's a bad sign. Or a good sign. It just means it's most likely going to go down in price. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? I mean, I've been wrong before. On the 12-hour, well, there is some good news on the 12-hour. The 12-hour looks like the spot price is above the two moving averages. So there could be possible chance that you could see prices go up higher. I'm sure that's what everybody wants to hear and everybody wants to know. But let's draw some lines here. Let's see what the trend line is saying. Let's follow this resistant line here. Man, it is so close. Look at that. It is really reacting to this line. Will it break out? Will it break out? Man. Well, that's tough to say. me personally, I think there needs to be more people shaking out of there's more shakedown to come, right? There's more people that need to be driven out of this market. That's just my personal opinion, but it doesn't mean that the price is going to go down or up. I can only say that if the price does not break this trend line that you're seeing right now, if it doesn't break above it, it is definitely going down. It is definitely going down. If it does break, I do think it's limited. It is limited because in order for a bull market to return, you have to be higher than the all-time high. You have to be higher than $20,000. So that's a lot. That's a big, huge price. That's 50% of a price difference. So it needs to move another $10,000 at least. Will it do it all in one shot? No, it will not. So it is a lot of headwinds here, but I still think a lot of people need to be shaken out of this market. That's just my personal opinion, and you know the way the market works, if the market works in a way that it takes from the many and gives to the few. It takes from the stupid and gives it to the people who know. So it takes from the people who don't know, uneducated and stupid, to the people who do know, are educated, probably very well experienced on top of that, right? And who are very smart. And so the more people who are long, guess what the market's going to do? The market's going to move against you because you're trying to beat the market. And the market will not allow you to beat the market. All right? The market will not allow you to beat it. It will beat you before you ever get a chance to beat the market. So if people are going long here and are expecting a huge breakout, the price will crash. If people are shorting the market, if there are more people shorting the market right here, expecting a crash, then the price will break out. That's my opinion on it. Take it for what it's worth. I don't try to beat the market. The market's my friend. When the market comes to me and says, "I like to buy some Bitcoin," I sell them Bitcoin, even at these lower prices. If the market comes to me and says, "Buy my Bitcoin," I don't always buy the Bitcoins. The market doesn't tell me that. The way the market works for me is I run out of Bitcoins to sell, so I have to buy more Bitcoins. So that's the way the market tells me to go buy more Bitcoins, because there's so much demand that I can't even keep up. So I have to go out and get more Bitcoins. That's how I know the market's going to be going back up in price. And right now, that's not happening, people. All right, so here's the 1 day. Same thing. And it looks like you got a critical point here. It looks like it's going to break, but looks are very, very deceiving. I can only say that if it does not break, and it could be a head fake. There could be a lot of head fakes in this. It could break up like it. If you look at this red candlestick, when it looked like it was going to break, this red candlestick right here looked like it was going to break and make some higher highs here, but it didn't. So, you know, there could be a lot of head fakes. All I know is that if it does not break out of that trend, the price will go down. If it does break out of that trend, there's probably a really good chance it's a limited on the upside. I just can't imagine all of a sudden it's just because it breaks out of this trend, it's going to go to 20 or 21,000. I mean, it could, but it's just hard for me to see that right now. It might. It might. It's going to need a lot of strong hands, which I don't think there's a lot of strong hands right now. All right, let's look at the 3-day. 3-day is, well, neither here or there. It is in between the two moving averages, so that's just undecided. And the next 3 days is going to determine whether this price can go up or down, whether this price will be making going up higher, or whether this price is going to go down lower. And there's the 1 week. 1 week, it's still, technically we are still bullish. Technically we are kind of still in a bull market, but I suspect that's going to change. I just have a feeling. I just don't see the market sentiment seems to be not bullish. So if it's not bullish, that must mean that it's bearish. So until market sentiment changes, I'm not going to say we're back in a bull market, because it just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't seem like it. The atmosphere is different. The way people are talking on their videos, or the way that people are trying to make it sound better than it is, or it just seems the videos that are being made are more concerned about the price going down than it is about the price going up. That's just my opinion on it. Anyways, this is going to conclude this episode. Let's see who's all in the live chat here. All right, let's see here if anybody else. A huge V coming. Oh, goodness. Oh, Kyle says, if we repeat 2014 movement, we could go back up to 16K and then down and then sideways till next halving. Yeah, somewhat I agree, but I think it just needs, people need to be shaken out of this market. The market, is going to test a lot of people. And, let's face it, there's a lot of people who don't have the stomach, and they're going to lose money. And that's the way the market helps make the smart people make money, by getting the dumb people to leave the market at a loss. Let me see. B-Slice says, continuing the downtrend. Huge V coming. What are these? Feet, panda face. Okay. Still here, bud. All right. Well, thank you, everybody in the live chat. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, B-Slice. Thank you, Kyle, Mark Anthony, Mighty Achilles 1, Brad Taylor, Chucky, Block Max, Carlos. I think even Brian was here for a while. Yeah, Brian. And K Archie, as well as Q Burrow, and B-Slice. Well, thank you all for being here. Go back to the meme. Let's end it on the meme. What do Craig Grant and 50 Cent have in common? They're both broke. or they're gonna get rich or die trying. That's the only, well, let's face it, 50 Cent's rich. Craig Grant, he's gonna die trying. Anyways, I'm gonna conclude this episode. Feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment after the live stream, or even do a video response. Until next time, everyone, stay tuned. Bye.